First, feel your feet on the floor. Then tense the muscles of your toes, feet, and heels and relax them completely. Next, tense the muscles of your calves, knees, and thighs, and then let them relax. Then tense the muscles of your hips, abdomen, and chest, and let them relax, and slow your breathing to an even rate. Finally, tense and then relax the muscles of your shoulders, arms, hands, and fingers, and your neck, jaw, face, and scalp. After you have done this tensing and relaxing exercise 3 or 4 times, become aware of your breathing. Perhaps count the breath and allow yourself to fall into a slow, regular pattern of breathing. Follow your breath in and out. With each breath, you are becoming more and more relaxed. Now imagine that you are breathing in beautiful, bright, white light, and see or feel this brilliant light swirling around, filling your head, and with every inward breath the light flows into more of your body. It flows down into your neck, shoulders, and arms, moving right down into your hands to the very tips of your fingers. Then you see or sense it flowing through your back and chest, and down into your abdomen, and then into your thighs, knees, and down into your calves, ankles, and feet, right to the tips of your toes. You feel your feet becoming heavier and more solid, and you can feel the connection with the floor beneath you. And then allow the white light to flow out of your feet into the earth. Imagine the white light forming roots growing from your feet down into the earth, anchoring you and making you feel very secure. Now the whole of your body is flooded with white light. You can use this light to form a protective barrier around you. Imagine that the light is coming out of your hands, and visualize yourself moving your hands over all of your body so that a cloak of white light surrounds you until the whole of your aura is filled with the white light. Now allow that light to spread out even further, filling the room, and watch the light swirl into all the corners, from floor to ceiling, from wall to wall, from door to window, until the whole room is bathed in protective white light. Then take your attention back to your body and allow the white light to slowly change color until you are breathing in warm red light. Allow this red light to flow down and down your body until it reaches your root chakra at the base of your spine. Feel the red light clearing and balancing your root chakra. Then sense it spreading out to fill the lower part of your body, and see it flowing down your legs and into your feet. You can even see it flowing into the roots of light you have created into the earth. With your next breath, you see the light changing to vibrant orange, and you allow this light to flow down your body until it reaches your sacral chakra near your navel, and you feel the orange light clearing and balancing your sacral chakra, and then spreading out to fill all of that part of your body. Now allow yourself to breathe in golden yellow light, and see this yellow light flow down your body until it reaches your solar plexus, spreading out to clear and balance your solar plexus chakra. Next, the light changes to a lovely soft green, and this green light flows down into your chest, where it clears, balances, and harmonizes your heart chakra. And as it does, so it's spread out to fill the whole of your chest, flowing also down your arms and into your hands, until even your fingers are filled with this lovely green light. The light now changes to a beautiful bright blue, and this blue light fills your throat and neck, and you see it swirling around, clearing and balancing your throat chakra. Your next breath brings in a deeper indigo blue light, and this light flows up into your head, swirling around your brow chakra, and you sense it clearing and balancing your third eye. Finally, you see the light you're breathing in change to a beautiful violet or purple, and this light flows up to the top of your head, where it clears and balances your crown chakra, and you sense that chakra opening like the petals of a flower, allowing the violet light to stream out, tinting your aura with its delicate rays. Then just enjoy the peace and tranquility of your protected space, and allow any stray thoughts that come into your mind to simply drift across and remain in a relaxed meditative state for 5 or 10 minutes, or as long as you feel is comfortable. And whenever you are ready, gently become aware again of your surroundings, stretch your fingers and toes, and allow your eyes to open and feel refreshed and alert. Begin by imagining that you are standing on a path in sunlit woodland at the foot of a beautiful mountain. Use all your senses to connect with this image. Look down at your feet to see what kind of shoes you're wearing. Look up at the blue sky and feel the warmth of the sun on your face and a gentle breeze ruffling your hair. Imagine yourself putting out your hand to touch something, the rough bark of a tree or the softness of a blade of grass. Smell the pine-scented air. Then start to walk along the path, seeing or sensing the beautiful trees around you as the path begins to wind upwards, and as you are walking, you feel that the path is becoming narrower, and the woodland is becoming thicker and darker, and you suddenly realize that you are carrying a very heavy bag. You stop for a moment, and you take off the bag to examine the contents. You see that this bag is labeled fear. And when you look inside it, you can see or sense images of all the things that make you fearful. You realize that you don't have to carry this heavy burden of fear around you any longer. You can choose to leave this heavy bag here beside the woodland path and move on, knowing that if you really need any of these fears, you can choose to pick up any of them from this bag on your way back down the mountain, should you wish to do so. Now you stride on up the path, and the trees become thinner, and the sun warms you as you cling further. But the path is becoming steeper, and you realize that you are carrying other heavy bags on your back. You go a little further and decide that it's time to examine the other bags that you have brought along. So you take off the bag that is labeled anger and look inside. You see or sense images of people or situations that frequently trigger angry emotions in you. But as you look at them, you realize that you can choose not to react to these triggers anymore. You can leave all your anger in this bag. So you place the bag down and leave it beside the path, because such emotions are no longer appropriate for you on this journey. But you know that you can pick them up later if you choose to do so. You continue climbing, and now you are above the trees, and the sun is getting hotter and hotter, and you eagerly take off another bag to look inside it. This bag is labeled guilt, and inside it you find images of all the times when you have felt guilty or jealous or resentful or grudging or possessive. But now you realize that you can let go of those feelings. So you put down the bag and leave it beside the path, feeling much lighter as you step out on the path again. Although you know that if you wish to, you may pick up any of these feelings again on your way back down the mountain. Higher and higher you climb, and you're now almost at the top of the mountain, but the way is really steep now. And you have another bag that is becoming very, very heavy. You decide to take it off, and you see that it is labeled worry. And inside you can see or sense all the things you worry about, all the thoughts that have kept you awake at night, all the judgments and prejudices and attitudes that have held you back, all tangled together in a great heap. With a feeling of great relief, you realize that you can also leave all your worries bundled up in this bag, and you place the bag beside the path, knowing that if any of these worries are necessary, you can pick them up again on your way back. Now, you just have a little way to go, but the path has become dangerously narrow and so steep that you are having to scramble up the rocks. The last bag on your back has become too cumbersome and heavy to continue with, so you take it off and gratefully put it on the ground. You notice that it is labeled hatred, and when you look inside, you are surprised to find any images of such a strong emotion. Yet in the darkest recesses of your mind, there are people and incidents that have triggered this feeling in you. But now you can release this negative emotion by leaving this bag, like the others, beside the path. You now feel so light that the path is easy, and you find yourself right at the top of the mountain. And as you stand there, the streams of sunlight become beautiful beams of rainbow-colored light, and you feel your whole body and energy field suffused with glorious color, as each chakra and each layer of your aura is cleansed of negativity, leaving you feeling peaceful, yet refreshed and grateful to be so vibrantly alive. The rainbow light recedes, and you begin to make your way back down the mountain. As you come to the last bag you left beside the path, you realize that you don't need to pick up any negative emotions anymore. And you find that the bag has changed, and instead of hatred, the label now says love. So you pick up the bag and find that it is as light as feather. Moving further down the path, you come to the next bag and find that the label worry has been replaced with joy, and you pick up the bag and find that it too is as light as a feather. Walking quickly now, you reach the next bag and find that the label has changed from guilt to freedom, and you swing the bag easily onto your shoulder and move even more quickly down the path. As you reach the next bag, you see that the anger label has changed to peace. So you eagerly pick up the bag and begin to run down the path. When you reach the very first bag you put down, which had been labeled fear, you find the label reads trust, and you happily pick up the bag and carry it lightly with the rest. As you reach the bottom of the mountain where you first began, You look with a new appreciation of the beauty around you, the bright colors, the warm sunlight, the delicious scents in the breeze. You sit down on the grass and spread out the bags you have brought back down the mountain. Love, joy, freedom, peace, and trust. Each is full, yet the bags weigh hardly anything at all. And you realize that you can choose to release any negative emotions and fill your life with these and other positive emotions and feelings from now on, allowing you to move lightly through life. Now your awareness slowly begins to return, and you can hear the sounds around you and become aware of your body again, and you may want to stretch a little or wriggle your fingers and toes, and then whenever you are ready, you can open your eyes and feel relaxed, yet fully awake and alert.